Just got out of work, worked 6 a.m., 6 p.m. I was up about 4 in the morning, and I'm waiting for Romero Rodriguez. We're here in Fife Lake. We always tend to meet at the Beacon and Bridge gas station. I just topped off. He should be coming in on any time. He's riding the 09 Ultra Classic. He sold his Indian, if you watch our videos. Ram goes through bikes kind of like toilet paper. I've been through a few of them myself too. It's always fun to ride different ones. But anyways, he got his traditional black Ultra. This is going to be the best trip yet. You know why? Because we're still doing them. So every one of your trips should be the best trip ever, because you're still above ground, and enjoy the day. And we're going to take you along the way and just see what kind of different sights, foods, and all that. I don't know if I need more food, but I like it. So I guess if I didn't eat food, then I wouldn't have to work out. So I guess it gives me a reason to work out if you eat the food. There he is. I'm always running a little early. He's questionable at best. You filled up?
Yeah.
We have arrived at Holland. 19.26 gallons, $3.75 a gallon for premium gas. 163.2 miles. And Ram's on the 09 with the, it's got the little 96 motor on it. Doing a good job, probably a little more fuel efficient. 18. First night down, got to stay at my cool aunt's house, my aunt and uncle's, and they let us even park in the garage. It was about a 3-hour ride, just shy of 3 hours, around 150 miles down to Holland, Michigan. So I got me and Ram's bike out here parked. He's inside getting his morning coffee. You have any of those guys? At this Kirstein's by North Jordan?
Yeah.
North Jordan, Indiana. Indiana 39 is the road that comes through here. Ram's riding the 09, I'm riding the 16 Ultra. He's got the little 96 in there, it's doing a good job. And then
I'll run you.
and it's great. They got this great big motorcycle museum. We didn't go in there. It's $5. Just not enough time applicable. But anyway, it's been here since 1962. But she's hot. It's about pushing 90 now. We're gonna hit it. This is a tornado memorial from 1974, Monticello. I believe that's right, if I got it right. Monticello, Indiana. And I have Romero with me, and there's a taco shop on the corner. I'm guessing that's going to be lunch. $645 miles down today in the buttocks, or the I can't remember what Autumn called it. What did I tell you?
Say
Sciatic nerve, the upper end of the buttocks. Ram and I are about the same height, and these Harleys sit pretty similar. But we are saddle sore. But like I said before this trip, we only rode like maybe 50 miles at best, and then we just jumped on last night, rode 160 miles, and today hit it this morning, 645 miles. We are in Lebanon, Missouri, America, in I guess a $70 value, 35 a piece. We've stayed in some doozies. I think tomorrow we're gonna go possibly Airbnb, maybe spruce it up a bit. But anyways, at least I do have brand new floors. There's no carpeting, so doesn't appear to be any foul play on the floors.
Roaches.
No roaches. Yeah, like the $150 one we did in Texas. 645 miles yesterday. The human body wasn't meant to ride something so big for so long. Knives and knives and knives. Pretty cool. This morning we are at the Case Knife Factory. So this is going to be one of our prizes. It's a beautiful rough black case knife made in the US. It's around a $50 value. Anyways, a beautiful knife. All right, here it is opened up. Beautiful black rough handle. We are at Billy Gale's in Ozark, Missouri. Billy Gale's. Ram's trying to spread the butter while it's hot. I like warm butter. They might have the best breakfast in Ozark here, just north of Branson, probably half hour north of Branson. We didn't have the pancakes. The pancakes are as big as these plates, literally. Looks like some pretty good stuff. We are at Wilson Creek, Missouri, the mill site. Summer of 1861. In 1966, archaeologists discovered parts of the mill's foundation.
This is pretty cool, man. Look at that creek.
Wilson Creek battlefield. Nobody out here.
Nothing but the ghosts.
This is the Ray house. They had 12 people living in this house, 9 in their own family, and 4 what they called Aunt Rhoda, which was part of their slaves. They lived in the back of the house. And then August 10th, 1861, war broke out here. And part of the reason why this is significant is it was the first Union general, General Lyon, killed on these grounds. And up on Bloody Hill, then he was carried across the cornfield. And then down below this hill, we'll show you, was it was a well. And then afterwards, I think over 500 died. And around 1,500 wounded on each side. They said it was so real bad. I can imagine the heat and maggots and everything else all over these bodies real quick with this heat and everything down here. And first major is 1861, so very early in the war. And one of the kids said they saw a big black line forming, which would have been the Union Army. But pretty cool battlefield site. Beautiful area through here, and not many people, so it's kind of a little known battlefield, but pretty significant, especially out here in the west. Missouri was very split north and south, so Missouri. But yeah, really cool homestead and stuff like that, and we'll have some pictures of the battlefield around here. But so the family resided up in the front, and the Aunt Rhonda, or Rhoda, however they pronounced it, her and her 4 kids would have been in the back of the house. So this was 6:30 in the morning, and John Ray got his family down in the well sometime after the first fighting began. Here is the spot where they, I guess it would be like a cellar here, where they all hid out. So this was like the cellar after 6:30 in the morning. They watched some of the initial fighting, John Ray, and then they got their family hidden down here in the cellar until the coast was clear. Arkansas 23, which they call it the Pig Trail, right around where it hits the Ozark National Forest. What do you think of these roads, Ram?
They're awesome.
It's windy. You can make somebody disappear out here. We got a lot of big woods in Michigan, but this is some thick stuff, a lot of undergrowth. We've seen dead snakes, black snakes on the ground. We saw dead armadillos. Wasn't their day. Not much traffic out here. Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Mushroom and Swiss burger. Mushroom and Swiss. Ozark General Store. This is the Mulberry River outside of the Ozark National Forest, outside of that little town by the general store of Ozark. People are out here swimming in the river. That's us waiting for construction. They set up to a half-an-hour wait. We are on Arkansas 21 heading north towards Ponco, I think it is. So we have taken Eureka Springs 23 south to, what was that, 215 over to Ozark, and then 64, US 64 back up Arkansas 21. This has been our loop for the day. I'd say, what, about 8 hours in? About 8 hours in. I don't know how many miles. A lot of the roads are between 25 and 60 miles an hour, kind of in that range, but I'd say an average of, a lot of times you're doing 40 and 50. Getting ready to load up. Hey, we are on I-60 heading towards Poplar Bluff in Sikeston, Missouri. As you can see, very dark in the background. We pulled over. We're hoping to wait this out a minute, see if this pans out. If not, make this video go viral, support our families. She's growling. You can hear it thunder and lightning. I had to change my crocodile boots for my crocodile sandals because I didn't want to get these ones wet. Got to switch to these. We ended up in Marquand, if I'm pronouncing that right, Marquand, Missouri. Ram's got reception.
I don't know where we're at.
We're in,
We got caught in a rainstorm. Yeah, this guy kept chasing the rain. Every time he turned right, and it's like, that's where the rain's at. And so he headed that way, and I'm like, here we go.
we're in Marquade,
We're in Marquard.
wherever that's at.
Yeah.
We're in Perryville, Missouri. We almost got washed, left for dead. And then we found this burger place people recommended. We are right on the border of Illinois and Missouri near Chester, Illinois. Check out these clouds. I am on the Mississippi River, Chester, Illinois, and Chester, Illinois. And on November 27th, 1803, Lewis and Clark went through here. Lewis ended up splitting up and going with his group on land, and Clark ended up going up the Mississippi River. And what's really cool about this town, look at the storm behind us coming. This is we're kind of threading the needle trying to avoid it, but it may catch us. We'll see what happens. But this is also the town where Popeye had started. So there's some, this is a really cool little bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. There's a prison just down the road on the river. That's got to be an interesting spot to do some time. But yeah, it's actually really beautiful through here. Very green and lush. Traffic going by. But yeah, beautiful farm country. A lot of the cliffs and rocks. These bluffs are just beautiful around here. But yeah, pretty cool piece of history with Lewis and Clark, Popeye, and then just the Mississippi River. So neat piece of ground here. We're about an hour south of St. Louis, and like I said, we're in Chester, Illinois, and this is on Illinois, I believe. Illinois, Missouri 51. I want to thank everybody for joining in on the video tonight on the premiere and chatting along the way from Michigan down to Arkansas. We avoided some weather, but if you based your life on the weather, you'll never go. So I'm glad we went. Even though we didn't stay quite as long as I wanted to stay down there, I'm glad we went, and it's still an adventure getting out of there. We had a good, safe ride back, but the safety was knowing that we should leave, and I'm glad we did. I think it was a good choice based on the weather and all that, but we had a great ride, fun times. And do you have a friend or anything you do a lot of these trips with? I absolutely love being with my best friend, my wife, Autumn Rhodes, during all these trips, but it's nice to occasionally do a guy trip and do that type of stuff. And we had a good time. And anyways, I'll show you real quick what I do when I return, and this is part of the reason why I take pictures of highway signs and town names and stuff like that, so I remember when I get back. This is my lifetime of trips. So basically we kind of came down this way on the way down, and then when we hit the Ozark area, we kind of did this loop on this trip, and then on the way back we came this way, we cut up here, and I believe this was Missouri 51 over to Perrysville. This little stretch around St. Louis was a nice little stretch. At Chester, Illinois, and Perryville was where that good barbecue is at. So if you have any questions on any videos or whatever, especially this one where anything might be at or any of the restaurants, I'll try to do our best to give you the information. Thanks a lot for watching, and create your own story today, and have a great week.